Hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and today is Sew It's Friday. So I had asked the question if you wouldn't mind me sharing my sewing along with my crochet, and many of you said yes, that's fine, but I had a lot of sewing today, so I just wanted to dedicate it all to sewing. So if you're here and you want to see what kind of sewing goodness I got up to and maybe some encouragement, or if you're interested in any of these items, let me know. Because this was all basically me practicing sewing and I finally have confidence. So let's start with the first one. If you follow me over on Instagram, I had shared this, which is a Harry Potter notebook. Now I have tons of fabric that I have either been donated by my great aunt, thank you Aunt Eloise, who so kindly goes yard sailing, and when she finds fabric or yarn she brings it my way, so I'm truly blessed by that. And I have someone around the block from me who sews and is constantly having yard sales, and she's always putting out her fabric. So I found this in that pile, and I'm not a big Harry Potter. When my kids were young, they read them, and I'm done with them. I'm not a fangirl or anything, but I'm going to make this. This one is going to be a gift. So I did that, and I put in a little notebook. So this is great for back to school. I have made these before, so I've made this one. These are such good practice for me because it teaches me which way to lay the fabric, which way not to lay the fabric. Is the lining correct? Am I putting the pockets on the right side? And ways to embellish this is to possibly put a little elastic for a pencil or pen, and then also for a pocket in here. But I just, it's a flat notebook, and if you put something in there, you'd want it to be flat. So I just leave it. And then this one will be familiar. This is a fabric I've had before. This is one that my daughter picked out. So this is her wild and crazy stuff that she picks out for me to use. So I made another one because I had enough for another one. And then I have pink on the inside with polka dots. Kind of hard to tell with the light. I did make a mistake. So I put in the ribbon, right? But the polka dots are on the opposite side, so it's backwards. It's okay. I'm not doing it again. So here's another one. And then here is one that I made for myself, but I had some more left over. So this has bees on it. I think that's upside down. Is it upside down? There we go. Right side up. And again, I put in a black, and the inside has bright orange, which matches the oranges. And then over here, this is a men's dress shirt. And I tried to do some fancy stitching on one of these. Oh, it was this one. So I used my fancy stitches here, but if you noticed, it kind of like pulled. It was too tight, so I didn't do that anymore. So the other side is plain. And then this one has plain stitching. So this is a men's dress shirt that I cut up. And then this is one that I had a little bit of fabric, and it has all these little coffees, and it's very fall themed. It has some mushrooms on there and leaves and a coffee brewing. Very cute. And then on the side here, I have these little daisies with like a denim blue. Very light fabric. And then the inside has the mushroom fabric as well. So these 3 notebooks are available. If you're interested, let me know. Okay, and then all of this is for me to just gain confidence in my sewing, because I started sewing and I had no idea even how to operate a machine. I have taken classes, I have taken beginner classes, and something like this would take me all morning to do. Hours trying to get the right measurement, trying to make sure I have the right stitch to, so that it fits on the notebook and I'm not going over or under to where it's really loose. It took me hours. Now I did all 4 of these in one morning. So that was really, I've really improved on my sewing and I know how to do it now. Now, if you're part of my little crochet crowd, I bought these squares off the Amazon, but I noticed now that I'm a little more aware of fabric that this fabric is very thin. So this will be practice fabric. And this I bought at Hobby Lobby on clearance because it was a pre-cut. I want to line my new Grannyfanny bag. If you follow me on Instagram, Monkey See Monkey Do, my good friend Craftably Ever After, who was all into Granny Square Day, and she just loved making these Grannyfanny bags. And I still need to put in my zipper, and I still need to line it. And this is the fabric that I've chosen. But since this is very new for me, I don't want to mess up on my good fabric. Therefore, I'm going to use this practice fabric as my practice to make sure, because I feel like that's when you're learning, you learn from your first make. And so this is going to be learning, and then this is going to be the actual one. So I love this bag. Now I'm going to show you a clip because I know how to sew straps now with I'll show you what I got. Okay, so this is from Hobby Lobby, but I just made a purchase off Amazon. I bought 3 straps because Craftably Ever After had bought she got me. So I went looking on Amazon for straps and they were $6 to $9, even $12. I went to Hobby Lobby, folks. This is $4.99, and I'm going to show you a clip of all the ones that I saw. Take a look. Check it out. We have this one. Okay, so I did pick this one up because mine has silver in it, the black, and then I think it will go really well. So I'm excited to try that and then line it. And then I still need to get a black zipper. I'm gonna get a black zipper. So I'm really excited about that because, I just loved making this. And this yarn was just a 1 ball, probably no longer available. But this is the fabric that I really want to line it with. So we'll see how it goes. So we'll see that in the next, hopefully, video. So one of the courses that I went to go take was a zipper bag class, and that's to make a bunch of zipper pouches. And I am still very scared of zipper pouches, but I shouldn't be scared because I know how to undo them now. I know a little bit more now. Well, this fabric is by Lori Holt, and it was already a pre-design. So the design was already on the fabric, and all you had to do was cut on the lines. So here's one of them. See, you can see the dashed line that you just cut on the line. It came with the zipper. It has the front fabric, the back fabric, and that's it. It did not come with lining or this stuff to make it a little more sturdier and softer, that felty stuff. Lining, I think. No, I don't know what it's called. The stuff you iron on your fabric to make it more sturdy. That one. Okay, so it didn't come with that. Anyways, So they came with, I think, 10 bags or 9 bags. So here is, let me go with my first one. Here is the first one, which is quite large. I mean, this would fit in it. A laptop would probably fit in it. Great bag. It also came with tabs, but I didn't like the design on the tabs. And I don't know that I would use it either. And then the teacher who taught the class so kindly gave us these little charms to put on our zippers, and we get to pick which one we wanted. So here is the inside fabric I chose. And then you can still see the, but it's very clean, nice edge. So that was my first one. And then I practiced using my fancy stitches. I was using the spool of thread. Those are one of the stitches. This is supposed to be a spool of thread, and it was not liking that, so I stopped it, and then I just used the scissors. So these are supposed to be scissors, and it's kind of hard to see on camera, but that's what's up. So here's the second one. Again, this is a Lori Holt fabric, very cute, and we also quilted them. So I got practice quilting, going in straight lines. Not fond of that side, but I do like this side. And to make this even cuter, you could, before you sew it together, embroider curtains or outline the flowers just to give it more homemade, handmade stitching love. So here's another one, and that's the inside fabric. So very cute. These were the 2 big ones, and then here's some little ones. So, but these remind me of toilets. They remind me of toilets. So every time I look at it, it's just weird to me. So there's the back. Again, these are a little bit quilted, so I stitched around the toilets. Okay. And here's the last one that I made. Love those hexagon flowers. Love the fabric on the back. And you can see I'm still not getting all of it because there's a little white edging. But I couldn't get any closer. And here is my inside fabric. So I like these little pouches. This is pretty big too. It's a good size. It's very big. So I have those 2 and these 2. Very happy about my little bags. And then here is some more that I still haven't made. So this one's acorns. This one has like some sunflowers on it. This one's going to be a big one. And then this one has cherry looking, or flowers. So I still have to make more. I get to have more fun making more. Okay, and if you were with me in my last video, I don't know which one it was, but I was showing you that I was going to start making, before I started making this fanny bag, I was making a sewn fanny bag. It is finished. It is finished. I did it. Take a look. Voila! Ta-da! That is my Grannyfanny bag. See, I made my own strap. But the problem is, I'm so excited. It even matches what I'm wearing. Oh, I love it. So this is my sewn bag. However, I made my strap, right? And you can make it bigger or smaller as well. But I can't open it. There it is. It's this part I could not hook on. I can't push it. I can't open it. So I have to take it to the tools or take it back to where I bought it and see if they can get me to be able to open it, because it's solid shit. So there's a little manufacturer error there. So it's not completely finished, but I love it. Let's take a look. So I have this front pocket, and it has the bees inside, and then I have the other side, and it has the bees inside. Isn't that so cool? And then I did buy a bee charm. I can't find my bee charm. So, but I bought two bee little charms to put on my zippers. So it'll be even more super fabulous. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I did it. This was so hard and I did it. I did it. By the way, this pattern was a Sally Tomato pattern called Ferris, so in style. I paid it says it's $9.99. Okay, so it was a little confusing, but I'm a total beginner. The ending was a little beginning. I felt like I was sewing more than I needed to sew, because you sewed this and then you sewed that, then you turned it inside out and then sewed something else, and I was like, can we have skipped a step? Anyway, but it came out fab. I did it. Oh, that Lori Holt fabric, I was just looking at it. This is, what do they call, zippy bags, and it has all the directions on the fabric. So it's like a panel that you buy, and then it has all the zippy bags already lined, and you just cut them out and put them together. So it was really good. It came with, I don't think it came with the zippers. Maybe it did. It was a package. And then these are the tabs, but of course I don't really fancy them. A few of them are cute. And I have another exciting project that is beginning. And a long time ago, my wish was to sew clothes. So I whipped out this baby because, you know, fear is not getting in my way anymore. And I know that I need to practice. With sewing, you're supposed to use practice fabric, like old sheets or monk's cloth. Something that's okay that you sew and make mistakes or learn as you go, and like, oh, I'm not going to do that again. And so that is what I did. This is not great fabric. This was part of the fabric that I got at a yard sale. I want to make this top, and one of them has a t-shirt look with a scoop. This one has a V-neck with no sleeves, and then this one is more closer up. I hate clothes that go up here. I don't like them, so I'm going for this one. Let me tell you, I felt like a kindergartner trying to cut out my shapes. I felt like a kindergartner trying to find my shapes to cut. I needed A, B, C, D, cut those shapes out. And then you put it on your fabric and line it up a certain way. Again, like kindergarten, put your shapes down and cut on the line. This took me 2 hours to cut out my paper and then cut out the fabric. I only had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. My front, back, and then, like, you know, shaping around your parts. So this took me 2 hours. When you practice sewing, the most time-consuming part is the cutting and measuring. That is everything. The sewing machine, that's the easy part. The cutting and the prepping is all the work. So I'm very excited though, because this is a style of top that I really enjoy wearing because it's baggy. It doesn't hug my shape. It's room to grow. And it's cool. And I need cool in my lovely change of life season. So again, I am no longer taking fear of the sewing, and I'm just doing it, and I'm realizing, like, all right, this is going to be my practice piece. Okay, so this is a beautiful, beautiful feeling fabric for a baby, and I've shown this before. It was a plan that I had before, but I was too scared to do it. I wanted help. I want someone to hold my hand. Well, that was going to be the other side, these lovely elephants. So I want to make this a self-binding baby blanket. And, you know, I found the cutting the middle and then cutting the sides and then cutting the corners a certain way to get those mitered corners, which is all stuff I've been learning my past year, was challenging and scary for me. Well, I decided to use some scrap fabric and do a practice. And here it is. Now, I didn't have enough fabric because you're supposed to cut them to where it's like 2 inches or 3 inches depending on how thick you want your border to be. This is supposed to be bigger. And notice that it did pinch there. I don't know how to prevent that yet, but whatever. I'm only going to learn by doing. And so here's the opposite side. And then I use, this is a gauze fabric, so it's very soft. I use these loop-de-loos as stitches. And when I got the corner, I was like, I don't know what to do. Do I stop? Do I go all the way down? So I just tried something different on each corner so that I practice and like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. This one, it got stuck. It was like, hey, there's too much fabric there. And this one's okay. This one's a little better, but it's a little messy. So I practiced. So now that I know what I'm doing, I'm going to practice again, only with the fabric that I really want to use. So this is going to be for my sister. She's always asking for baby blankets, and I hate crocheting them. I take that back. I love crocheting baby blankets. I don't particularly like trying to figure out a baby blanket that you have in your head. I like making baby blankets, and then you just pick what I got. So yes, this is my first experiment, and I'm very happy, and I'm very excited. I'm going to try and do my big baby blanket. Since my teacher had gave us those charms to put on our zippy bags, and I have definitely a lot more to make, I bought some jump rings and these to put on them that say made with love. I got all these at Hobby Lobby, so I can add more to my other bags, because that is something I just, in order to increase my confidence in sewing, I want to make and make and make, but I don't necessarily need all of it. But I want to get to a confidence to where I can pick a pattern that I really want to wear and stitch it up. So all of this is practice, although I do love my zippy bags. I don't think I'll keep all my little ones. I just want my big ones. So if you're interested in a zippy bag, let me know. If you're interested in one of those notebooks, let me know. And yeah, I will continue practicing making them because I have tons of scrap fabric and it's the beginning of the school year. So yeah, I'm very excited about this sewing journey. And thank you for joining me if you're part of my crochet crowd. And if you're not and you really enjoy crochet, I definitely do a lot of that. All right. So that is all I have to share for sewing. I will be making another video of all crochet now. Bye.